French fries are made in Greece. They're not made in France. My name is Victor Ashley, and I'm a real estate agent out of Seattle, Washington. This is how you get a hold of me. Also, feel free to follow along because I cover a lot of different areas, topics, zip codes, and concepts that might be important to you, and I could be talking about your neighborhood next. So hit subscribe and follow along, and I really appreciate your support. And while you're at it too, leave a comment. The snarkier the better. I really appreciate those. So if you're new to my channel, what I usually do is I cover a different area every single day or a different concept. But today I'm going into a year-over-year review, just so you know how much the market's changed inside the Crown Hill neighborhood. So the Crown Hill neighborhood, the 98117, let's begin, and then I'll actually break it down for you. So Crown Hill is located about 6.5, almost 8 miles north of the Seattle Space Needle. If you're new to my channel, I cover a lot of different areas inside and outside of Seattle, and I try to give you a point of reference because not everybody knows where these little zip codes and neighborhoods are. So let's get into Crown Hill in particular. So Crown Hill includes a little bit of Ballard, most of Greenwood, a little bit of Finney Ridge, and at the same time, Golden Gardens and Sunset Hill. This is the 98117, just so you're aware, and colloquially, we call it Crown Hill. So this is the idea of where we're at, and then I'm going to break it down for you also, but I wanted to add a little bit of flavor to this, and I love food reviews, so I just wanted to get into this one. Jolie is a little restaurant. I do not get sponsored by any of these, but Jolie is a little restaurant in this area. It's perfect for a date night, and at the same time, it's a bit of a gastropub feel and a little bit on the classy side. So if you really appreciate a better food atmosphere and just sit down kind of place, I recommend this spot. It's a little intimate, and at the same time, it's really decent for a date night. So I don't get sponsored by any of these people, but I just wanted to add a little flavor to my reviews. So not only do I do food reviews, I also do real estate reviews. But let's get into this right now. So Crown Hill last year, inside of the April month, sold 63 houses, were completed and sold. Now, if you are new to real estate in general, it takes about 30 days to actually complete a real estate transaction, about 30 to 45 days, just depending on how things work. It takes a long time to go through the negotiating process, contact title, exchange keys, make sure that there's nothing wrong on title, and at the same time, fully underwrite the loan. And then when that's all said and done, the real estate agent shows up, like me, and we take pictures for your social media, and we're saying, hey, congratulations, you're a homeowner, and then we give you one of these keys. Anyways, I just wanted to give you an idea that it takes a long time to go through that. Well, these are completed sales that are done inside of April. And the price per square foot came out to $660 a square foot. On average, $668 on average per square foot, and there was 63 homes sold. The average home was on the market for 5 days, and it was a little over 2.5 beds, 2 bath, and 1874 square feet. Now this year though, April, we've had only 31 homes that were sold inside of April. So this is less than half of the homes were sold during the same period of time. Our price per square foot came out to $557 a square foot. And then at the same time, it took 16 days on market on average. And again, it was a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1874 square foot house, almost exactly. So these are almost exactly the same size houses. Now, when I adjust the prices and I actually do a cost of the square footage multiplied by the size, and then I compare those two together, I get a decrease this year over last year that home prices have gone down on average $207,000, and that is 16.6% down inside of the Crown Hill area. Now that might sound like a good deal on the buyer side, but at the same time, you got to remember also one of the reasons why this is going on is because interest rates have gone through the roof. Interest rates last year during this period of time were on average 4.98%, and this year they are average about 7.25%. And then I actually broke out the mortgages on this. So not only has your purchasing power gone down $200,000, but your mortgage rate would also be increased about $350. Now, also because I'm a decent real estate agent and I want to break this down for you too, if you were to say, hey, Victor, I bought this house and I want to be able to rent it out and cover my mortgage, you would actually be about $2,500 short if you went onto the market right now and try to rent out your house with the current mortgage rates. Then at the same time, if you're right now on the renting side and you decide just to save the money and rent, well, you're also not building equity. So we're kind of stuck in this weird market right now. And this is the kind of stuff that I cover a lot. Because even though the prices have gone down $207,000 in the last year, it's still an unaffordability to actually make the actual purchase. So these are the kind of concepts that I cover a lot during my videos and my reviews. So if this kind of thing interests you, feel free to follow along because I cover a lot of this. All this week, I'm actually going to be doing a breakdown of how much the prices have changed over the last year. So just so you're aware. And then at the same time, I want to invite you just to follow my channel because I cover a lot of different concepts and such. And I really appreciate your support. And then if you have anything specific, you can reach out to me using this information below. And as always, it was a pleasure working with you today. And I hope you have a fantastic day.